High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 04.1. And just behind us are Russell, Hakkinen and Verstappen. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:03.6. Piastri, Russell, Leclerc, Verstappen and Schumacher. .30 seconds left in the session. Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Guys, that's the best qualifying lap.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Michael Schumacher. Ocon, Tsunoda, Albon, and Isaac Hadjar. Gasly, Tramnitz, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Antonelli. Colapinto, O'Sullivan, Ollie Behrman, and Jack Doohan. Senna, Aaron, Hülkenberg, and Mika Häkkinen rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. So much to talk about on what is such a short lap. It's the fastest lap times of the season, but that doesn't mean it's not a challenge.
It's a real challenge to get right this circuit. Lots of tight corners linked up with very long straights. You've got 3 DRS zones as well. That means that the racing is often very close, and you can hang on to potentially a faster car if you can stay within that 1 second buffer. But you've then got some higher speed corners like turn 6 and 7 in the middle of the track, and then the 2 final corners as well. Track limits. Yep, there we go. I mentioned it. Be careful.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. As things stand, we'll be 8th in the championship. Okay, good parking there, mate. Now we need to make sure we get a great launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, good work. Great pass. Some information on Häkkinen. Okay, they're out of this race. was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Weather's changing now. You might want to review our strategy. Copy that. We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap.
Okay, man. Thanks, mate.
Alexander's coming in for his stop now. Alright, we're getting very close to the crossover point now. Stay out if you have the pace, but as soon as you hit the limit, come in and we'll put the inters on. Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. We had an issue removing the right rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race. Rain's getting worse, be very careful. "23 laps of fuel remaining. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Starting to reach the point where you're going to start aquaplaning with those tyres. We think you're alright for now, but it might not be long before we switch to the full wet. Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. As things stand, we'll be 6th in the championship. Tyre condition still looking good. That's a Mercedes driver ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute 17.5. Piastri's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front, 3.3 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Weather's changing now, you might want to review our strategy. Okay, copy that. We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. We're seeing the tyres are getting too hot. You need to cool them down. Find some standing water. Alexander's coming in for his stop now. Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Fantastic effort today, this weekend, guys. Thank you so much for...
And it's the checkered flag for your Grand Prix race winner, Oscar Piastri.
Well, are we looking at a champion in waiting today, Crofty, with that kind of performance? They were driving with the kind of lack of pressure that you quite often see when a driver knows, they just know within themselves that that championship is within their reach.
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been for these three drivers. Time for the podium celebrations. Time for our drivers to celebrate. And your winner today, the man from down under. Congratulations, Oscar Piastri. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Sorry to disturb. Need you for a moment, please, boss?
Okay, boss. Got an interesting bit of news for you. We've had a driver reach out to us to ask if we'd be interested in a preliminary chat with him about possibilities for next season. You can always say no if you're not interested, or we can see where it goes. Your call. Okay, I've said yes to an informal chat. Let's get them in, tell them all about our project, and see what we can learn about them.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects. We don't want to fall behind our rivals, and we haven't got anything in the pipeline at the moment. Thanks.